hit on this slow edge right in front of me. Got him on a generic Walt, size 14. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. So I'm fishing, I'm up in the Catskills, and I'm fishing this beautiful stretch of pocket water here. It is, this whole stream is nothing but pocket water. Right now I have about 3 feet of tippet on, and I've got a single fly. You can see there's a lot of complicated currents in here, so I'm gonna do really, I'm gonna get just much better drifts here with a single fly. I've caught a couple fish here. I actually caught a beautiful brookie earlier. And I've gone through a few fly changes, and I've made a couple casts, maybe 5 casts, and I just caught 2 brownies in a row on a generic Walt. And it's so funny. It's the water is really tannic looking here. It's just got that tea color to it, but it's really sunny. The temperature of the water is great. It's about 60. But I just felt like I should have been getting more strikes. And it's funny, I just, I go over to a generic Walt and all of a sudden bang a couple fish. And it's always the fly I move to when I'm just not getting the bites that I think I should. Just a good old generic Waltz. There's some depth in front of me here. This water's really difficult to wade. It's got just huge rocks on the bottom. But I probably have about 3 feet out in this run. And I caught one kind of in the middle of it, and then one right on the edge closest to me. And I'm really just trying to work every little bit of it here before I start moving up. There's a fish. Oh, that's awesome. Just up in that faster water, right on the edge, there's a bankside lie there, and I got it right down that edge. And once again, just so important to get tight to your sighter in water like this, because he hit really right into the beginning of the drift. Love those jumping brownies. Boy, these are gorgeous fish. When you boy, he is a chunk. Boy, they're just dark and beautiful. That tannic water just really gives them a really cool color. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. So you can see those boulders over there on the other side. There's just a little bit of a side bank eddy there, and he was just on the other side, kind of by this bigger rock. At the beginning of my drift, I mean, I did a nice tuck cast, and he hit pretty quick into the drift there. There's a fish. It's a nice fish right here. Once again, he was kind of up in that skinny water on that far edge. Here. This is a real nice fish. Watch my step here. I'm gonna fall in. Better. Real nice fish. Oh, that was awesome. Might have got him licked now. Nice fish. Oh, that's a gorgeous rainbow. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Just a Beautiful Catskills rainbow right there. Man, what a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Just a 16-inch, beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Look at that gorgeous Catskill rainbow right there. What a beautiful fish. Thank you there, Mr. Bo. Boy, that was an awesome fight. So once again, I'm just fishing that far edge there. And that's where I've got the last couple fish. Right on the far edge of this quick water on that side bank. And I'm just getting tight to my sighter right away. You can see this is really, and I've got a 3-3 bead on here, single fly once again. And it's fairly deep pocket water. I mean, I'm standing in almost waist deep water right now, and I know it's even deeper over there. So you got to get you got to get down really quick in this water. That was pretty sweet. There's another fish. Oh. So, right here, you can see this white water in front of me. And when you look at it probably here on the GoPro, it all looks the same speed. But if you can see that white water right there, it does slow down a bit right through there. And that's where that fish hit right there. And I got a nice drift going through there, right there. That is a good drift. There's that fish. Right in that pocket. Well, I call it a pocket. It's just a slow area right in the middle there. These brownies are just absolutely beautiful. All these fish are beautiful. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. So once again, right here, really quick water, waist deep out there. So, you know, you're talking maybe 3 feet out here. You can see this white water coming down, and it just it's a little bit slower than the fastest current out there. And it's just enough for them to, you know, move in there. They're hard on the bottom. I mean, I'm just using a single fly, but I haven't seen, there's a lot of bugs, but I haven't seen any risers. But these fish are hard on the bottom, and you have to get it down. So it's so important to get tight to your sighter right away in water like this. You can just pick this stuff apart, and you can see, I mean, I've been standing in the same spot, and I don't know how many fish that I've caught and how many hits I've had, but you can just sit here and pick this all apart. I'm gonna try to move around this boulder, get up here and fish that slower eddy over there. Oh, boy, he popped it right up in there. There's a fish. Hit it twice. Look at there, Mr. Brown. Chunky guys. Right up in that pocket, right behind that rock right there. He hit it 2 casts in a row. There we go. he hit. There's a slow pocket there, and it forms a bit of a V right there, and he was right at the end of that V. Good looking brownies. Boy, these are good looking fish. Just big old fatties. Look at that. Just gorgeous colors on these fish. Beautiful brownies. So you can see this slow pocket right here. You got this fast water here, and you can see that you got that fast water on the other side. And right here at the end, it forms a V, and that fish was sitting right there. Boy, this area is beautiful. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous here. This looks like an awesome spot here. One of the very few runs in this area. There's a fish. Boy, this is a nice fish. Nice brownie. Get up here a little. Let me get him in. I'll show you where he was sitting. Just a classic spot in water like this. Doing the gator, the death gator roll. A lot of people, they worry when they jump. It's not the jump, just as long as you stay tight to your line. It's not the jump that makes you lose them. It's that kind of that death, the gator roll that they do. That's when you have a chance to lose them. This is a gorgeous fish. Boy, he's good looking. Nice 15-incher right there. Boy, look at that brownie. What an absolutely gorgeous fish. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. Awesome fish. So let me step back down here, and I want to show you where that fish was. So you can see this run right here, and it picks up volume right here. You got a rock here and a rock there, and it forms this chute. And it's a bit of a deep trough, and you can see the incline. So the gradient of the stream is steeper here, and that fish was right there, kind of in the beginning of that chute. And these are really spots that a lot of people overlook. I mean, there's probably going to be, well, there should be fish up in here, but don't overlook these areas right here. They are great spots, because what happens is you've got the food coming down. They sit in these chutes right when the water just picks up some speed, and it just, everything comes flying through here, and just great lives for fish. Don't ever overlook these chutes. There's a fish. We hit right in front of me. I got a nice vertical sighter right in front of me. They popped it. Just another cool looking dark brownie in this tannic water. Just so cool looking. Just so much different than a fish you get out of a limestoner. Just beautiful, beautiful fish. So you can see I'm in this run. I'm working my way back up to this pocket water again. It's probably about 2 feet deep in here. It's gonna really work this thoroughly. I just feel like there's more fish than that one here. There's a fish. little bit shallower on that side. There's a rock right there, and he hit it just on the downstream side of that rock. Respectable. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. There's a good fish. Boy, my sighter just stopped. It felt a lot bigger. Just made that upstream cast, started elevating my rod. Just saw my, actually I couldn't really catch my sighter on the water, but I was looking kind of halfway up my line. I just saw it stop. And I got this feisty dude on here. Good 12-incher. Boy, they are just, actually it's bigger than that. Just shaped like bullets. So cool. There we go. Right at the end there. Oh, nice jump. You got this slow eddy, or it's slower water. And it just hit right at the end here. I just extended my grip and it hit right at the bottom of it. Well, he is fighting a lot bigger than he is. Look how gorgeous that fish is. Thank you, Mr. Brown. God, what a beauty. What a beautiful fish. It's awesome. He's on the Walt still. Good looking fish. Just working this slow pocket right in front of me here. They're over in that faster riffle too. The sun is really up now. There we go. I was just gonna say, boy, what a good drift. That was a perfect drift. Every fish today on the Walt, well, I shouldn't say everyone. I caught one on a blowtorch and one on a glass pentagon. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. There we go. Right up in that pocket. It's a decent fish here. Yeah, nice fish. Whoa, look at that dude. Oh yeah, nice brownie. Right up in that white water, just where it turns color, gets a little darker. What a beautiful brown this is. Beauty. In the net. Nice 16-incher right there. What a beautiful fish. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. Size 16 Waltz. There's one. Boy, that's when the sighter just stopped. This is a decent fish. Just making upstream casts in that pocket. Just come back to me, it just stopped. This will be a nice fish to end on. Real nice fish. Boy, I love it when those big fish just keep moving upstream. Nice brownie. Boy, these fish, I've said it over and over and over, but boy, they are stunning fish. Absolutely beauts. Thank you there, Mr. Brown. Nice chunk. I call it quits on that fish right there. Good day. So I'm going to be calling it quits here in the Catskills. Boy, what a blast I had today. Didn't fish very long. This is the first time I was ever at this stream, and boy, it didn't disappoint. Caught a couple brookies, a beautiful rainbow, some really nice brownies, and a slew of other brownies. So it's pretty cool. I got the Catskills slam. You know, when I first started out, the one takeaway I would give you is when I first started out, I was fishing some really nice water. Caught a couple, one on an olive flash pair to go on, the other one on a blowtorch, but I just wasn't getting the bites that I thought I should be getting. So I switched over to a drab Walt, and that was the ticket. And that's what I typically do when I'm out there and I'm just struggling for bites. I usually go to a drab Walt, and it's always worked for me, and it worked today again. So that's the one takeaway. Just don't overlook the drab Waltz. I have rows of them in my box, and boy, they're real fish catchers for sure. Single nymph most of the heavy pocket water with a short piece of tippet, about 3 feet. Right at the end, I double nymphed a run, but most of the water I fished was like this, and just had an absolute blast here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Happy to help you out. If you like what I'm doing, I would appreciate if you would subscribe. And as always, tight lines, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.